Hello, hi guys, how are you doing? I hope you're doing amazing. Actually, someone was making fun of me, like napenda kusema, how are you doing? Hope you're doing amazing. Yeah, once you get used to something, like you just can't do away with it. Anyway, mko aje? How is everything? How is quarantine? How is the whole situation? I hope you're keeping safe. So welcome back to my channel. My name is Lizzie Nabiswa. In case you're new, karibu na asante sana. The last video that I did, my goodness, the reaction I got, I didn't even expect it, and I'm like, oh, so I need to do more of this apart from whatever I do for my videos. And today I came back with a different story, another beautiful story. Like, I know you're going to enjoy it. And this story, it's actually Mama who reminded me the other day, because for my close friends, they know everything that is happening. My auntie is really sick and it's really affecting me in a way, and my mama is the caregiver, my parents. So whenever I call to find out, like, auntie anaendelea aje, they be like, and I'm like, yeah, she's a fighter. Then my mama reminded me, you also once was a fighter. And then I thought, wow, Mama. Okay, yes. So I know most parents, we do give our babies names. Of course, even me have a meaning to my baby. One day, one time, that name has to have a meaning, and my name has a meaning. Not that I was just given the name Mercy out of the blues, like she's Mercy, because Mercy is not even my official name. If you go to my ID, I have those nilipoa zile majina official. Even my ID almost failed to fit my name because it's long. And then, being a firstborn, I was an experiment or what, because my surname, it's really long, and it's that typical Luya name, that typical longest one. But I was named after a grandma. But why I was called Mercy, there's actually a very beautiful story behind it. And then I thought, because one of my best friends, she named her baby, I won't mention her name, but of course, si unajua mtoto wako anaitwanga nani, the Z name, and it has a very beautiful meaning. Another one, she has the name I, and it has a beautiful meaning, So whenever parents give a name to their babies, it surely has a meaning. If one asks you, what's the meaning of your baby's name, you'll always have to provide that answer. And my name is a beautiful story. My name, it's such a beautiful, emotional story why I was called Mercy. So if I continue like saying Mercy, let me give you the reason why I was called Mercy. So my mama, I think my mama, I don't know if I'm going to put it right. Please, if I'm a dick, feel free to correct me if I'm going to say it wrong, or not really wrong, but not in a correct way. But there's something called gravida and parity. So my mama is para 3 plus 2 gravida 5. Am I really making sense? I think so. She's para 3 plus 2 gravida 5. So para, I think it's the number of alive babies. Para 2 gravida, maybe the miscarriages and the abortions, and then plus equals to how many pregnancies has she carried in total. So my mama had, okay, if we could be, all of us now, we could be 5, but unfortunately only 3. So now the para 3 is me, my sis, and my bro. Then plus 2, the 2 ones are the miscarriages and the stillbirths she had, and then plus 5, of course, she carried 5 pregnancies. That's make it para 3 plus 2 gravida 5. Please, I'm not sure, because this thing has been disturbing me for the longest time. I hope I'm correct, and if not, please, the medics in the house, I know you're watching, you'll be watching this. Comment down below. So my mama, why she called me Mercy? I'm a merciful baby. I'm like Huruma. Mercy is Huruma. And our firstborn was actually born 93, and my mama had is it a stillbirth, but I'll use it as a missed abortion. Missed, yeah, because the baby died in the womb. If I'm going to put it like in a more professional way, the baby died in the womb. And for you to find out that the baby actually has died in the womb, there is no fetal movement, fetal heart rate are not being had, and that's when they realized my mama had these dead fetus. So they had to do the induction. For those who know the induction or whatever the things, they terminated and they got rid of it. And so it came me, that was our first born, 1993. I could be having a sister by now. I'd be very happy. Then it came me, that's my age. It came me, the pregnancy was, okay, my mama tells me her pregnancies were never easy on her. She really used to have like all those complications and everything. So then came Mercy. This Mercy who calls her Lizzie Nabiswa, but of course it is Elizabeth Nabiswa, and then the other lawyer name that it's very long. Then came Mercy. Mercy also had a complication. Mercy's the fetus also had some issues, but they had to be so much she was put on bed rest. Like, if you understand bed rest, for those who have been there, like you're just being told avoid straining, avoid what to bring up this baby. So so I was that case of a child. And when it got to 7 months, mama started having contractions and everything. So labor came at 7 months. 7 months is actually how many weeks? 7 times 7. 7 times 4, 28. 28, yeah. 28 really? I think so. 28, 30 pale. So she started having labor. This baby is not yet term. We call it a preterm baby, premature preterm. So nikaanza pia kusumbua. Si kusumbua, but labor came that early. Right to the hospital. And when you go to the hospital, and then you find this mother is in danger, the mother is having labor, the pregnancy is at risk. What is usually done, there are two things, not really, the major thing that is supposed to be done is to save the mother. Let the baby die, but save the mother. So, ningekuwa nimekufa. So that was the story. But God is faithful. God is good. And also at that moment, my mom had so many complications. Like, this hypertension, hypertension in pregnancy. What really happens. And on top of that, she had nose bleeding. What is nose bleeding, the medical word? Can you please remind me? Like, so much, I've forgotten so much. My mama had nose bleeding. Her pressure is really high. So much. So you can imagine this woman. And then she was still young. So all those things were happening, and here the only solution was to terminate the pregnancy again and save the mother. That is what is usually done if it gets to that level. They are being told, let's save the mother and let the baby die. Okay, save the mother. That's the major thing. And if you can do both, then fine. So this was supposed to be, there has to be an agreement what is going to be done. But I came out a 7 months baby. What 7 months baby are? The lungs have not matured. That is a very, very major key. The respiratory system is not fully matured. So this baby has to be in the nursery until the lungs have matured, and also to monitor the baby for all these other complications and everything. And whenever I see babies in the NBU, newborn units, actually just pray, like, deep down, God, may you please make this baby survive, because it is always a very delicate stage. So I was put there, and I never got the chance to breastfeed because my mama was sick, and that's where the tiny me has always been. Like, I'm always this tiny. So people think, whenever people see my photo, they be like, you look mkubwa kwa picha, but in person you can. So this is the story behind my tininess. I don't think I'll ever gain, but I know I'll gain that body one day, inshallah. So I stayed in the NBU for quite some time, you know, being in the NBU. If you ever happen to be there, seeing those mamas, how they're fighting for the life of their children. Now in this case, my mama was fighting for her life, and at the same time she's fighting, I'm also fighting mine. So we are two people fighting. And you know, being a mom, you never give up on your child. This woman never gave up on me. So after the whole time I was there, the nurses, whichever, everybody there, and I think that's the passion behind whatever I am today. They say this baby is actually, this is a miracle baby. I mean, kalikuwa kadogo, because first of all I was an underweight. You know what an underweight baby is? 2.4, and I was not even 2.5. I think I was chini kabisa. You know what a 28-week fetus weighs? I don't want to mention it because it's not something to laugh about, but yeah. So I was that underweight child, but this woman never gave up on me. We survived, and that's why she named me Mercy. You see, like, amenihurumia akanipatia motherhood title. And not only that, after I was born, my mama stayed, and then another pregnancy came again. She lost the baby. So you can imagine, I was along in the 90s until the 2000 and something, where now my brother came, like Moses. So he actually delivered. Moses in the Bible, okay, it has a meaning. So my mom is really bright. She gave us names. Name, my English test is me saying names. She gave us those names with beautiful meanings and beautiful stories. So it's a challenge to me. I also have to give my baby a name with a meaning. And of course I have so much reason to do, like, if I go for this name, what's the beautiful story behind it? So the beautiful story behind my name, Mercy, I'm a warrior, I'm a fighter. I fought for my life, and again, I was too merciful. I gave her the motherhood title. You know, I'm the firstborn, and she's always like, even if you're going through some tough situations, just remember you are a fighter, because if you fought for your life and at the same time is also trying to fight for mine, then anything is possible. Yes. Yeah, so that is the story behind my name. I'm a fighter. And for all those bringing up, like, you having a pregnancy at maybe 28, 30 weeks, just remember, God has a reason, and fight for your baby's life. Pray. And always look at that child, like, you know what? This baby is a miracle baby. No matter what, I'm going to fight for this baby's life. And that's what my mama did. And that's why I'm always proud to be called, like, Mercy. And I think niko na kahuruma kengi sana. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I don't know, this story always, like, makes me so much emotional. Wasn't prepared for that, but thank you so much for watching my videos. Continue subscribing, leave a comment, and I just want to appreciate This is Africa TIA for sharing my video. I mean, oh God, it means a lot to me. Asante sana, and keep supporting me. We are not far, we are almost there. Keep safe, sanitize, and I was advised having these gloves on the holiday is not even advisable, because the virus might end up sticking here. Alafu unatoka pale, you go touch your face, which is not a good thing. You'll be again transmitting the virus from the face, I mean from the arms to the face. So the best thing is just to wash your hands with water and running water and soap, and pray that you're going to overcome this whole thing. Having this thing on the holiday is not even advisable. So I just came across it while cleaning my room. So getting a bag of gloves. I only wear gloves whenever I'm carrying out a procedure. Thank you so much, Lizzie Nabiswa. Leave a comment, and I'll see you next time on my next video. Until next time, keep safe, na nawapenda sana. Endeleeni kunisupporti. Nyinyi ni watu wa nguvu, na Mungu akawabariki. I'll see you next time on my next video. Bye. And if you have a story too behind your name, please share down, just like share the comments. You know, Mercy is a beautiful name, and tuko Mercy wengi, and I'm merciful, and I'm everything. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time in my next video. Bye bye.